joined now by food editor Nicole Perry, who's going to help us add some pizzazz to our boring salads. You know, this is kind of the time of year we're thinking about swimsuits, maybe want to like go, eat really healthy, but salads can become so monotonous. So how can we, spice them up?
Yeah, so we're just going to take a cue from the farmer's market. These are all three of these items are fruits and vegetables that are in season right now at the peak. And, they add a little something to your everyday lunch routine.
All right, I like it. So what do we got? We
have mango, asparagus, and pea shoots.
Okay.
And so we'll start off with the mango first, which it's one of my favorite spring produce items. And you might not think of it as being a strictly spring seasonal item because it's tropical, it's easy to forget that. But, like everything, it grows best at a certain time of year. And it's at its peak through June. And so what we're going to do right today is we're going to add it to this kind of Asian-inflected kale salad that also has some salty cashews that'll add a little crunch in contrast with the sweet, tangy, tart, floral mango, which I think is
mango's
just really
kind of
lovely.
like a special occasion sort of fruit. When I see it in a salad, I get excited because it's something that does sort of seem exotic and different.
Exactly. It adds a little spunk and pizzazz to it.
But it can be a little intimidating, when you, whenever I try to cut one up, I make a huge mess. I just get like fruit everywhere. Do you have any tips for getting into the mango?
Definitely. So, okay, right over here, we're starting with a mango that I already peeled. I just take a really sharp peeler and run it along the whole fruit. And then you'll see, running through the mango, there's a pit, and you just want to cut around that.
All right.
And so you're just going to cut off a couple planks of it. It's really quite easy once you do that.
Yeah, if they're ripe, they should be like really soft, right?
Yeah, you want it soft but not mushy.
All right.
So you go like that, and you're just gonna take that, and you can just quickly
cube it up.
Dice it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, this is just for your salad.
Okay, and then we'll just toss it on to the top of this kale salad, which is obviously very simple, but the mango is sort of the star of the salad.
So yeah, we just have a little mango here, and we're gonna sprinkle that on, and it adds a little, obviously it adds a lot of flavor, but it also adds some visual interest with its beautiful golden hue.
Yes, I am far more interested in this salad now. All right, so what do we have next? I'm looking at asparagus, and for me, I think about cooking it, sauteing it, grilling it.
That's, a natural reaction. The asparagus today we're going to make into ribbons, and that's just a way you can enjoy it raw. Basically, you take an asparagus stalk and snap off the end. And you can take, again, a sharp peeler, and you just take it from the base and take the peeler and just run it along the whole thing.
So you're making like salad spaghetti.
Exactly, and it just, it looks so elegant, these ribbons, with, and they're easier to eat.
Yeah, and I imagine it's a little more palatable because it can be kind of intense, like crunching into a whole stalk of asparagus.
Very tender. As you can see right here, we have some that are actually all ribboned out already.
Pretty.
Yeah, and so we're gonna add them to this salad right here that's mixed greens and just a really simple lemon and olive oil vinaigrette, some almonds for crunch, and a little Parmesan for just, some little tang.
So what does asparagus generally go well with, in terms of the salad?
Right, it goes really well with these really clean, lemony, bright flavors, mint, other herbs. I also really enjoy it in kind of, I do this soba noodle salad that has sesame and ginger and all sorts of other great things like that, a little garlic. It plays well with a lot of ingredients.
All right, so our final salad flair today, we have the pea shoot.
So the pea shoots are basically, they're the shoots of a pea. They taste like a milder pea. So they're really quite versatile. They go with pretty much everything. We're actually going to add them to both salads here.
Do you chop them up, or can you just do that, leave them as is?
I trimmed a little bit of the ends off just that way they're a little bit more manageable. You can do it at your own discretion, but basically I like to treat them how I would treat either microgreens or sprouts, and just, they're really there to add freshness and a little crunch to everything.
So this is like your versatile salad player here.
Yeah, and they're cute.
Now, where can you get pea shoots? Are those, readily available?
They're a little trickier to track down sometimes. We found them at Trader Joe's and Whole Foods.
Okay.
And, another tip, you can always just call up your grocer and say, hey, I was wondering, do you have this in stock today? And they're usually very helpful.
Asking questions.
Yeah, and then you're not going to spend your time, driving around from store to store and not being successful in finding what you're looking for.
All right, so we should get into these salads.
Yeah,
Let's try them out.
Definitely.
All right, I'm going to go into the salad spaghetti, the ribbon situation here with the asparagus.
I will try this kale and mango situation.
That's really good. Like you said, the asparagus is sort of, it's almost like the hidden flavor of it. Like you don't get this really intense, like, oh, I'm, munching on this giant stalk of asparagus, but you're still getting that flavor.
It's very subtle, but it adds this, a little grassiness. It adds this taste of spring.
Well, yeah, and it's really great to have these kind of things because it adds this like vital green element to your salads. It's different than just like, the lettuce itself.
Definitely.
All right, well, thank you so much. This should get us more excited about salads, which of course is a great way to stay healthy as we get into the whole swimsuit season. Thanks so much.
Thank you.